We live our lives moving from moment to moment, day to day, year to year. And if we stop and truly look, we might notice something strange, something maybe unsettling. We are here, but are we really present? When we make decisions, we react, we feel, but are we fully conscious of why? We may think we are, and most of the time, we're not. And instead, we're operating from this sense of, it's a programming. We're moving through life in a kind of trance, repeating patterns, following habits, reacting from emotions that we didn't even consciously choose. It's like we're sleepwalking, but the illusion is so seamless that we don't even realize it. Now, sometimes there are these glimpses of something different. These we all have it. We all have access to this. We all experience this. These are these moments where it's like the fog clears and something deeper stirs. And maybe in moments of beauty, right? Or in moments of grief we have this. Maybe in meditation. Maybe right now as you're hearing this, but then the fog just settles back in and we return to the story of who we believe we are. But what if this story isn't real? So from the moment we're born, we're absorbing and assimilating. We don't just experience life, we interpret it. And from these interpretations, we begin constructing something. We construct a mask, an identity, a story of me. And at first, it's quite innocent, right? So as a child, maybe you touch something hot and you learn, I should have avoided that. But as we grow, it becomes more than just survival. It becomes personal. It becomes psychological. So a child hears a parent say something like, "You're too sensitive." And that phrase sticks. And a belief is formed. I am weak. Another child is ignored in moments that they need love, and this belief is formed that maybe they have to earn affection. And all of these beliefs, they start small, but they build, and over years they become us. They shape how we see the world and how we interact with people, how we treat ourselves, and they harden into an identity. And here's the thing with this. Once we have this sense of identity, we will fight to protect it, even if it makes us suffer. So think about that. Have you ever found yourself defending a belief about yourself, even if it causes you pain or others pain? I'm not good enough. I'm always the one who gets hurt. People always take advantage of me. Have you ever clung to these beliefs, even when they no longer serve you in the slightest? And why? Why would we do that? It's because the mind craves certainty more than happiness. It would rather suffer with a familiar identity than um, risk the unknown. And also, we live trapped, not by life itself, but by the story we have accepted about ourselves. And here's where it gets even deeper. Once we form an identity, we seek out experiences that confirm it. This is why we keep falling into the same patterns, the same relationships, the same struggles. We we unconsciously shape reality to fit our story. If I believe I'm not worthy of love, then what happens? I ignore love when it's given. I push people away. I attract those who mistreat me because that aligns with the belief. If I believe that I always have to be strong, then what happens? I suppress my emotions. I never ask for help. I suffer in silence because that aligns with the belief. So the mind, it doesn't seek truth. It seeks consistency. So we stay trapped and we stay in loops, in cycles, in a self-fulfilling reality that keeps reinforcing the mask which we wear. And I think here's an important question. If I have been conditioned into this identity, can I be conditioned out of it? This is where meditation comes in. And I don't mean meditation as in just sitting quietly. I mean meditation as a tool to seek and see through the illusion, to unmask yourself. Not to use meditation to put on another mask or spirituality to put on another mask. No, no, no. So meditation is not about adding something new. It's about removing what is false. It's not about becoming spiritual. It's about seeing clearly. So, with that, here's the question I want you to sit with. If I am not my thoughts, and I am not my emotion, and I am not my body, and I'm not my beliefs, then who am I? Most people will feel fear when they ask this, because if I am not these things, then what am I? And the mind will whisper, it'll say, nothing. But that's the greatest lie here, because what you'll find is not nothingness, but everything. Everything. Imagine an ocean, and most of us believe that we are the waves, like the individual expressions, right? This universe is the ocean, and all of these single forms we can see as the waves. So most of us think that we're the waves, that we rise and fall and we change with every passing moment. But the waves, they're temporary. And beneath them is something vast, something unshakable, and that is the ocean itself. The waves are the ocean. That is who you are. Though the thoughts, the emotions, the identity, those are just the waves. And I'm not saying negate them. I'm saying go deeper. You're more than just that. These waves come and go. They're like clouds in the sky. They just pass, but you're the ever-present sky. And like the waves, beneath that is you. And you remain. You're still. You're present. You're infinite. And so the question isn't how do I become my true self? Because you already are that. The question is, what am I still holding on to that keeps me from realizing it? So with all that, I really invite you to sit with yourself. Watch your thoughts. Feel the emotions, not as you, but as the observer of them. You are the subject, and your thoughts are an object which you're observing. Try that. To unmask, not to become something new, but to return to what you have always been. Because when the mask falls away, all that's left is presence. It's peace. It's you.